Hello everyone, welcome to Ghost Prime Reviews. So in this video, I'm taking a look at the 2-pack Golden Disc collection that is just recently released earlier than expected of Puffer and Road Ranger. Now Puffer here does have a very interesting backstory, is to where he was originally a Generation 1 figure that was a repaint of Huffer in a pipes packaging for IGA and Seiji, maybe IGA, I've heard it said recently. It was in Mexico and European countries. Never came out, to my knowledge, in America, but it was a repackage, so it was a recolored Huffer in a pipes packaging, which was kind of an interesting thing, and it was affectionately called Puffer. Now, I never had one of those, but it's really cool that I think this is the first time that the name Puffer is official, and we get an updated version of that character. I think that's a really cool thing and a good reason to buy a repaint again of another character besides a Seeker. This one is Road Ranger. Now this was an e-hobby character that was released, a few years back and done up in these colors. And it's kind of a good 2-pack, I would say, to have recolors of kind of both the same essential mold. Puffer does have some retooling for the pipes version that I don't have yet, but will come out. It's just, it's kind of a no-brainer to me to put these in a 2-pack as an exclusive set. I think it's a cool idea. So before I get into it, please hit that thumbs up button, hit the thumbs down button if you have to, subscribe, and without any further ado, let's get to the review. Okay, first we're just going to take a look at the box. You see the lower quarter of the Golden Disc here on the front. Kingdom Warfare Cybertron Kingdom Trilogy logo. Autobot Puffer. Autobot Road Ranger. Golden Disc Collection. On the top, it actually continues a little bit. Same titles on the back. They have the renderings here of both Puffer and Road Ranger. And on the bottom, just words. Sides is more the disc. Nothing to really speak of here. You do get a set of instructions done up in the Kingdom colors, which unfold. Goes through how to transform everything, in case you don't already know if you don't have the other ones. You get Puffer here. Comes with 2 weapons that resemble pipes, and you get Road Ranger, focus, with his shield, which is actually kind of painted nicely, has 2 different color paints on it, as well as both halves of the gun. And there's all the accessories. And looking at him here on the turntable, so the difference is, from pipes on him, he does have a new head. He has a visor instead of 2 eyes. The pipes has 2 eyes. And just like pipes, this piece does turn around and face the opposite direction from Huffer. The Road Ranger here character has a different head entirely, which is really cool. He has a faceplate instead of a full face, so it is. There is some retooling on them, besides just some excellent paint work. These characters look awesome like this. The color breakup on him, so he's not just all white, has some tan on the thighs and on the waist. Actually, absolutely sets it off really nicely. So I want to talk about Puffer here real fast, because in Generation 1, he was a repaint of Huffer, not of pipes. So this is a repaint of pipes. Interestingly enough, the backpack is officially upside down like pipes. But if you want a more G1 sort of styled look, you can actually pull this out, just like you can on the Huffer figure, but it has a joint right there to turn it. So he actually can do a kind of a Generation 1 style look. And I like this look for him. I'll be displaying him like this because I think it gives a little difference to him versus the others. You know, I think it actually makes him stand out a little bit more. Let's get close in at that face sculpt, since it is actually different. And as you can see, there's a very, very slight difference in the face shield. It's kind of that tan color. So I think they did a good job in actually matching the tan color of the plastic to a paint. Or maybe that's actually done like that. It's actually hard to tell. But it is on a ball joint. All the articulation's exactly the same as the previous molds, the Huffer mold. No differences. Now getting into Road Ranger's head. So as you can see, he has a faceplate on there, which is done in a slightly different color orange. Again, the paintwork on this is nice, and that matches the color on the waist and the legs. So I think the detail-wise on them, they did a really good job with detail. They did just an excellent job keeping that detail and making them cohesive. For a quick comparison, since I do not have the pipes yet, which he is, I guess, arriving from BBTS, but unfortunately I did not order from BBTS. There he is with Huffer. So you can see kind of the differences here. And just because I don't have the originals, but there he is with the original Generation 1 Huffer. And there he is with Generation 1 pipes. And Earthrise Optimus Prime. So these guys share pretty much the exact same transformation as Huffer, so I don't really want to go through that. The only thing that's different, as I mentioned, was this back piece, which actually spins around. And that's more to accommodate vehicle mode rather than to have them displayed like this. That's really the only difference. So I'll get these guys transformed, and I'll be right back. All right, here is Road Ranger and Puffer. So one thing you can notice right off the bat is it still has that bowed part in the middle. They did not fix that. They could have done that since he has a retooled waist and these two little tabs that actually tab in there. They could have actually maybe made a lip or something so it kind of sat more straight like this, but they opted to not and do exactly the same thing and make it kind of bowed, which it looks weird and I don't like it. I wish they would have changed that. They do have their accessories that can, as per the instructions, they'll make these 5mm ports. They could really go anywhere. You could have them extended there or put them on the back. The instructions have them off the back like so, which, doesn't look so bad. And of course, this does exactly the same thing that Huffer does, where you can put the shield on back, take the gun, split it apart, split the gun apart, and then the little slots here, it'll slot on the side, just tab right in. Tab right in like that, and kind of create a little bed of sorts. And there's the two in alt mode. Now in alt mode, you can see kind of the colors kind of show up here, the red windows, the red lights on the top, which are really cool. See how the front's painted. Kind of the same here. He has white headlights and he has silver accents, black windows, the black lights on top. Of course, you can still see the fists on both. And they have taillights painted on both of them. There they are with Huffer. All we need is pipes for the quartet. And here he is with Generation 1 Huffer and Generation 1 pipes. And on to some final thoughts. So I could recommend these guys if you're into any type of history, or maybe you have the G1 versions of them. Overall, the set, just for the history of them and the obscure characters, I kind of give an 8 out of 10. The figures themselves are great tight joints, everything fits, good paint work. So there's no real points knocked down there. But to recommend them for a collection, I think you would actually have to think, is the history what you want for your collection? They are very cool. They look very, very good. And I think they'll look good with Huffer and Pipes. Call them the Huff and Puffs, the group team. You know, they're pretty cool. However, I'd say it's up to you. Now, again, they are that golden disc collection, and to get all 4 of the boxes that create the disc, you have to buy all the different sets. Again, if you're a box keeper, maybe that's cool. You're never going to see them. You just display the boxes with the disc. It's kind of a novelty. I don't see why they did it that way. Could be just Generation Selects. But I've rambled on long enough. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.